Welcome to another transmission. Today I'm going to speak to you about the necessity of finding our world culture. Our world culture being part of the universe culture, though on this world. What can we do towards finding out who we really are on this world and getting beyond all the little conflicts about nationalism, ethnicism, religious differences, and all the other things that keep us apart as separate groups? Now, for those of us who live in relatively peaceful, multi-ethnic countries, we might think this is a kind of thing of the past. But in many parts of the world, ethnic identity is used as a basis of conflict. We have the Middle Eastern conflict, the one going on in Iraq. We have the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. We have the problems in places like Japan where they define nationality by your bloodline. We have the problem that people haven't reached beyond seeing themselves as a member of an ethnic group and reached into seeing themselves as a member of humanity. This is a big problem in the world. We don't have to erase our identity to grow into this greater identity. If we look at the history of human evolution, we started out as families. Families became tribes. Tribes became nations. And nations are becoming groups of federated nations. And ultimately, these federated nations, as they grow and evolve, will grow and evolve into a democratic world state. This is quite different than the fear some people have of a dictatorship ruling over a world state. That's akin to the dictatorship that ruled over Europe under, the Nazi regime, or tried to, managed to only over half of it, luckily. We're talking about a growing in freedom. We're not talking about a growth in oppression. We're talking about a growth into a greater whole. And this greater whole is who we really are, and we're finding it out. We're growing into it. Now, these are all kind of big, vast, nebulous concepts. And what I'm trying to do with these transmissions now is trying to bring something down to earth, something that we all can do to realize these in our lives. I'm saying this to share this knowledge, this wisdom, this awareness. And one way of doing this is by living it. How do we live the awareness that we are part of the whole? We are the world. We are the children. How do we live this as part of our lives? We do this by accepting and embracing those who are, on the surface, different from us. We reach out with our minds and our hearts. This will all come from feeling. You can read a newspaper, you can see politicians' speeches, you can see, oh no, the peace talks didn't work. You can see, oh, the political fragmentation of this state, that state. It's all from a lack of true feeling and true love. Now, it's true a political mistake can unleash terrible, barbarous forces. But with people living in love and acceptance, even a political problem won't have that effect. So what we need to do, each and every one of us, it's our responsibility and our destiny as humans, as human beings, not animals, as humans, is to find that human core in us and to accept those around us. And to see life as a place in which the strong are helping the weak. We're all in it together. We all need one another. We all need to feel a love for one another. And some will say, well, this is a bit soppy, this is a bit feminine. Well, yeah, it is a kind of feminine value. And I'm reaching out to bring the feminine value and the masculine values together. Because there's been too much patriarchism, masculinity, strength, the survival of the fittest. There's been too much talk of that. And you know what? That doesn't lead to ultimate survival. That leads to terrible conflicts. Conflicts over resources, conflicts over food, conflicts over people. We need to reach beyond this state of conflict, this culture of conflict, confrontation, of competition, and reach into another culture where we're helping one another. We don't stop competing. We're still competing to be best, but we're competing to be best with an intention of helping one another. Not just for number one. Not just for our own family even. Not just for our own tribe even. For humanity. And not even just for humanity. For the planet. And then not just for the planet. We're doing it because it's right. We are children of the light, and the light is the light that shines from within us. We need to remember who we are. We're children of God. God is our Father, not just the people around us. And we need to remember that, and we need to live by that. And the best way of living by that is by loving one another. There's nothing sappy about that. It's who we really are. We just have to stop blocking it. Anything that makes you less feeling, that tries to make you cold, tries to manipulate you, don't trust that. Trust that which makes your heart warmer, that gives you feeling, that gives you life, that gives you light, that brings joy and spreads it. It's not cleverness. It's compassion. And that's what's going to win. And that's what's going to make the perfect future we deserve. Thank you for watching this transmission. Goodbye.